In this video, we want to learn how to use Photoshop to take an image and make a color palette. So if you're struggling to mix your own color theory palettes, this is a shortcut that lets you pick an image that has the color and look and feel that you want and lets you convert it into a swatch palette. So you do lose just a little bit when you do it this way. So I like to start by taking my go image, adjustments and brightness, and brighten up my images just a little bit here. I went up to 10, and then same with hue saturation. I want to bump it up just a little bit there, just about 10 also. So it's just a little bit brighter. Now we start image mode and we want to index the color. Image mode, index colors, okay? So what this is going to do is it's going to now take this image, which is millions of colors, and average it down. Right now it's saying to 128 colors. I don't need to force black and white. In fact, that's probably more than I need. I can say 64 or even 32 colors. I'm going to start with 64 because I want to have a little bit of variety. So you can see the preview there. It's starting to flatten already. Okay, you don't need to change anything else. You can do preserve exact colors also. Okay, click OK. And what it does now, it looks all grainy, but that's okay because we don't need the image. What we want is we want the colors. Okay. So now you go to image and then mode, and down at the bottom, you're going to see color table. Under this, when you do the color table is where you are going to find now all of those colors that you selected. Okay, so it averaged it down. These are all the colors that it came up with. Okay, so now it took that image and averaged it down. Now, if you had done 128, you'd have a lot more to choose from, but you see a lot of these are very, very similar. So I actually am going to edit this down even some more. Now, if you click OK, it just goes away. What I want to do is I want to click Save. When it does save, what you want to do is here I'm in just my downloads folder here. So let's go ahead and just make a new folder, and I'll call it Color Palette. Okay, and then go inside of there. And this, I'm just going to call this one Tropical, right? If you look here, it's saving a color table here. Color table, a .act file, and that's fine. We're in my color palette. I'm going to click Save, and then I can just click OK here. Again, if you want to go back to it, it's under Image, Mode, and then Color Table. Okay. You can also load other color tables here. So now again, you've got this image here, but I don't need the image. In fact, I can just do some undos there and go back to the original image. Next, you pull up your swatch palette. Okay, so you want to find your swatches here in Photoshop. Okay, so I'm just going to drag that out here. And in this case here, in my options, see, these are all the options here, right? What I want to do is I want to go here to my menu, and I want to import some swatches. Import some swatches. Okay. So when I click import, I'm going to go down to my downloads folder and find my color palette. And I can't see it because if you look here under file name, it's looking for a swatch file, an ACO file. Remember, what we saved was a color table. So I'm going to switch it to look for a color table. There's my tropical color table, and I'm going to click load. And what that does is that's now going to load. You can see here inside of these directory folders here, I've got now my, at the very bottom, my tropical color table, and they're all saved as nice colorful swatches here. Now, as you go through, you can actually select colors. You can actually drag colors to the trash can. For example, like this color is too muted for me, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Again, so these ones here are a little too similar. I'm just holding down the control key. Actually, you don't even need to do that. You can just click on them, drag them to the trash can. You know, I'm making sure that, I mean, it's got to be different enough, right? So get some grays here. These two feel too similar. Anyways, you get the idea, right? You're going to go through and you are going to reduce these down. These two look exactly the same to me, and reduce it down. Now that you have this tropical the way you want it, and by the way, you can also, you know, sample a color if it missed it. So just grab your color picker and go, well, I want this color too, right? A little bit more saturated. Click OK, and then you can go ahead and click add, and it's going to add that one, okay, to my swatches. So you can still modify. You're building this. Last thing you want to do is click right up inside of here to your options. And then what I want to do is I want to come down here and I'm going to export the swatches for exchange, right? Not the selected one. Like if you have one or two that you're trying to move, okay, but I want to do the swatches for exchange. Okay, this is going to be my tropical again. Okay, and then I'm going to actually put exchange on there. Okay, because it's going to save a .asc, a swatch file, but an exchange file. Okay, and now I've got it saved as an exchange file, which I can come through now, and if I go back to my downloads folder here, and I just got to find that directory. Unfortunately, I've got it all upside down here. Color palette. Now you can see I've got an exchange and a tropical act file. Okay, so the exchange is the one I did. So in my case here, what I'm going to do is you can open it up now in InDesign or even in Adobe Illustrator. It doesn't matter. It doesn't care what it is. So I've got a working file here in InDesign, and I'm going to now come into my swatches. Okay, if you don't see it here, there's a color. Remember, all of your files are in your windows. And then I want color, swatches, window, color, and swatches. I had it pulled up here. Okay, I've got some swatches loaded here, but I want to replace those options, and then I want to load my swatches. Okay, I'm going to go back down to my downloads folder here, color palette, and now you see you don't see the color table. Okay, it's all readable files. I'm going to grab the color exchange. Okay, and there we go. Now I've got all of those colors that I pulled out, and I've added them here to my existing color swatches. Now I did have some other colors loaded here, so that's why you see quite a few extra ones. So make sure you start with an empty swatch file here. Otherwise, it will blend both of them together. Okay, hopefully you find that useful.